What's up, gang? Brian B.
And Miss Megan.
And Miss Emily.
From West Coast Swing Online, Country Dance Online, DanceLevel.com, Signature Dance Floor, Country Dance Pros. Anyways, I just threw this together as a last-second thing to say hello to everyone, to chit-chat, because we're all kind of bored. We're just looking at ourselves in video. What are we thinking?
Oh,
I
the
didn't know
face.
the video was on.
Yeah. There we go. So this is a Q&A. This is a chat. So talk to me, Facebook and or YouTube. Miss Megan, can you pull up
Yes.
Facebook for me? You think we run a video company. You think we know what we're doing. So State of the Union update. What's going on here? Nothing. Same stuff that's going on everywhere else. We're on lockdown. We're allowed to go to the grocery store. And that's about it. We come to the studio, the drug stores. Other than that, we just hang out at home, send out emails,
Walk the dogs a
come to
lot.
the studio, walk to the dog. What was that meme about walking the dog?
Oh my god, it said something about watch TV, do something else, but dear God, leave me alone. Don't walk me
It
anymore.
was a tired puppy.
It was the dog was like, what?
All
No
the
more
people.
walks.
Walking the dog. So who's dancing? What's going on with tell me, someone chime in, because I know there's a few guys out there. What's going on dance-wise for you guys? Is anyone dancing in their living room? Are they dancing in their hallway? I saw someone send us a video of them. Take care, Benjamin. Someone dancing in their garage. I do not have a garage, but I do have a dance studio. And for those of you guys who don't know, we are physically about a half a mile from my house. So this is super cool, super close, super easy to get back and forth. So is anyone dancing at all? I know some of you guys are watching us, but are you dancing at all in any capacity?
You should be.
I know some people watched Emily's line dance. Didn't catch the name of the line dances and the song. You want to chime in, Miss Emily?
Sure. The line dance was Old Town Road. There are tons of different versions if you go on Copper Knob, but the one that we taught tonight is JP and Jose. So the two guys with the really hard names to pronounce is Jean-Pierre something and Jose, he's got 4 names. But they also have a demo video of them with stick horses, which you can also add if you have kids at home and you might have a stick horse. You could add that too. But that's the name, and those are the choreographers that we used tonight.
I used to have a stick horse. Want to know what his name was? Do you remember? Do you remember the stick horse?
I remember.
His name was Al Capone.
Yes.
Al Capone.
He had his own Facebook page.
He had his own Facebook page. He still probably exists. Ray says he's not dancing. Hello, Ray. Your boy, Ray. Ray, what's up, buddy? We are drinking some fine Kentucky bourbon. I keep doing that because Kentucky's known for the Louisville Slugger. It's known for the Kentucky Derby, which is not happening the first Saturday in May. It's happening the first Saturday in September. Sad times. And bourbon. So that's why I bring out the bourbon. It's not that I'm a drunk. I've actually lowered my alcohol intake significantly to prepare my immune system for the assault.
And Ray, you can still dance in your house.
You
totally
can.
cool.
You can't two-step in your house very well. We still taught
Down
a
the
two-step.
hall.
Hello, Alfred. Hello in California. We miss California. It's warm and sunny. What's that?
I can't see the comments because it's like right there. It's
Okay, there you go. Turn to the camera. You're welcome, Linda. Are you a line dancer, Linda? So, funny story. I got my start in line dancing like everyone else did, and I competed for a whole bunch of years, and now I can't remember any line dances. I only know like 3 of them.
And your favorite is?
My favorite is whatever I can remember.
Oh, you said Have Fun Go Mad the other day.
That's pretty good. I like Have Fun Go Mad quite a bit, but my all-time favorite, although Have Fun Go Mad is fun, I like Wild Wild West. Shout out to Jason Cameron, the one-hit wonder choreographer. He did one cool line dance, and that was it. And then I love Scott Blevins. Scott Blevins' stuff is legit. I think he's the best pure choreographer. Roy and Fiona, I love those guys, speaking of line dance. So what's up, YouTube? West Coast Swing Online YouTube. Talk to me, folks. What's going on with you guys? Where are you guys from? What's going on in your towns, in your states? Louisville's Dennis chimed in on YouTube and said Louisville's also known for producing 90% of the disco balls made. Have we ever thought of doing a hustle lesson? That's funny. We actually danced for a TV spot with Kentucky's
The biggest disco ball. They were going for the world record. I don't know if they made it or not, but it was the biggest disco ball to ever be made. And so it was like shipped over, and we did a TV spot, and then they took it to Churchill Downs, and we did something there.
And we danced in front of it there. Yeah, somewhere there's a picture. I need to find that picture. It's humongous disco ball. So we went to a TV station early in the morning. They brought this thing on a truck, and then it lived at Churchill. Didn't we dance in front of it in Churchill Downs?
You all did.
We did, yeah, and they brought this big thing, and they hung it. It's the world's... So, yes, we are aware of Louisville and the disco ball. But my hustle career stopped in 1998 at 5 Patterns. So, Linda says she's from Idaho. Linda, I have never been to Idaho, and it is one of my goals to visit the rest of the missing states. Alaska, which is on the schedule for later this year. I've never been to Hawaii. You just went to Hawaii?
You've never been to Hawaii?
I've never been to Hawaii. No, it's far away.
I hadn't either until November of last year.
Yeah, I had a trip scheduled a long time ago, and then I remembered that I had someone to come into town, and oops. Bernie, actually. Shout out to Bernadette Carmichael. Yeah, so I have an RV trip lined up to all of the missing states, like North Dakota, South Dakota, Idaho, Montana, all the ones that are kind of chunked up far away from us. So that hopefully will take place soon-ish, because I feel like it's safe to travel by RV, right? Because you're
in your own little
yeah,
world.
you pack it full of food, and you're in your own little world. So I figure that's pretty safe. Reading some Facebook comments. Roy says, I love Knob Creek. I do too. This is pretty good for not an expensive, easy to find everywhere bourbon.
Right? Yes.
Ray says that. Yep. Kathleen says, so happy to see you all. Miss you so much. Can't wait to get back to group lessons. We miss you too, Kathy. We are excited to get back to group lessons too.
Yeah.
Where we have the extroverts. What do you feel as an introvert? Is this good or bad?
I'm way more worn down now than when I teach lessons.
You're worn down all the time. You're worn down all the time. That's crazy. I thought you'd love it. Introverts love it. What about you?
I hate it. I love hanging out with my dog, and working from home is fine, but I need interaction. I need people.
Who else is an introvert suffering from people, lack of people attention? Because I'm an extrovert.
An extrovert?
Yeah, extrovert. Which extroverts out there are lacking like human attention? Because that's
Everybody except for me.
yeah, that's part of what we miss about dancing, right? Like people have talked about what's going to happen in the dance industry. We touch each other's hands. What's going to happen? And I think the hardcores, they don't care.
We also have hand sanitizer. We are taking care of things. But yeah, I need people.
7 Arrow Media says they love the DL crew. Can't wait to come back up. So I'll fill everyone in. 7 Arrow Media is Kelly Boy and Kelly Girl. They run people don't know. Kelly and Kelly. One's a boy, one's a girl. Kelly Boy, Kelly Girl. They run a media company. They do videos, a lot of live stream videos, photos, and stuff like that. So you guys can check them out. If you're a line dancer, you can check out 7 Arrow Media on YouTube. They put out a bunch of different teaches, and Facebook as well. But I think their YouTube channel has been rolling on. So he says he misses the DL crew because our studio's name is Dance Louisville, and that's a mouthful, so hence DL. Ray says he hates being away too. He misses his dance family.
Is one of them.
We all do.
I think I'm more, my schedule has been disrupted, so that's why I am not liking this as much. I very much like my schedule not to be messed with.
So I'm gonna
Introvert me.
keep talking, Miss Megan. I'm going to make you answer a question
Okay.
on camera.
What kind of question?
A question about being an introvert.
Oh, like what?
This is not good for her.
I don't like being put on the spot. What are you looking? Oh.
And I'll leave the name out of it, right? So someone said, Miss Megan, since you describe yourself as an introvert and shy, and would you describe yourself as shy?
Yes.
Okay, good. Fair enough. Just checking. How would you describe your path that a shy person enters at social dances to the person you are today? So they're saying, how does one go from the shy introvert and become a professional dancer?
Well,
I made you cry,
did you?
so I made you teach.
Oh, when teaching, yes. When I first started, I have a tendency to attach myself to like one or two people, and then they're usually extroverts and they take over, so I can kind of just follow along. I really like to follow, until I don't. I'm weird that way. But yes, so essentially from once I get comfortable in a spot, I'm not necessarily shy anymore. So being introverted is not the same thing as being shy.
That's why I asked. It wasn't a crazy question.
Right, it's not a crazy question. Being introverted just means that you do not draw energy from people around you or things. You get your energy from being by yourself. That's a very simplified version of explaining that, but do you have anything to add?
It's a good one. No, it's a good one. So, like, we kind of got sucked into the whole introvert-extrovert thing around here recently. And so this is a good example, right? If I'm sitting in the middle, one of us on the right side of me, your left, is getting drained by the lack of people because she energizes with people. This one is okay because she just goes home with her dog and the alone time energizes her. And I probably sit somewhere in the middle. Would you say? Yeah, I sit somewhere in the middle.
Which is why he's in the middle.
Which is, yeah, so from extroverted to introverted. And one of the things that we understood was, hello, Tracy Martin joining on Facebook.
Tracy!
And hello, Becky. We are excited to provide fun stuff for you guys for distraction, which is why this goofy Q&A got thrown up on the schedule today, because I guess my extroversion
We need to talk to
kicked
people.
in, so I figured we'll just talk and interact, and I lost track of what I was saying. Tracy says hello.
We were talking.
Extrovert.
Extroverts.
Introvert,
Much
extroverts.
different than being shy.
Next question.
Squirrel.
But yes, I
Somebody post a squirrel.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people get, someone posted a squirrel in the comments. A lot of times one of my best friends is loud and people are interested to find out that he's an introvert, a huge introvert, because he's loud and boisterous, but that does not necessarily mean he gains his energy from people. He actually, he's a DJ at events, and so you'd see him be loud and obnoxious and talkative, but then he would have what he would call Blobby Monday. So after the event with lots of people, where all the crazy dancers are like what they would call swung over, you know, they're missing their dance friends when they go back to work on Monday, Louis would just be super stoked to sit around and act like a blob in front of the couch, watch TV or YouTube videos. So being loud and being an extrovert are not the same thing. Where did I go? Where's my comments? So one of the videos I wanted to do was the 10. Hello, Deborah Earls. Hello, Carolyn Gino from New Jersey. Welcome.
Hi, Jan. What's up, Jan Geyer?
Hello, Jan. So one of the videos I wanted to do today and put out, again, just for fun, was the 10 most ridiculous emails we've received. Because we field probably 1,000 emails. And Megan fields quite a few of them, and she couldn't come up with them. But I wanted to share a couple, and I can't remember all of them, but in no particular order. There was one that said, stop being a loser. Dancing for a career is a loser. Go get a real job. That was a real email we got. My favorite one this year was
The cruise one?
the cruise one. You can explain it.
I mean, I don't know the full details, but basically, one guy was trying to save money, and he wanted us to pick him up at one of the ports, so he didn't have to pay to do the entire cruise. We were just going to pick him up in,
Canada.
somewhere in Canada.
We're doing an Alaska cruise, and he says, I'm trying to cut down on travel funds. Could you please pick me up at this particular cruise port in Vancouver, Canada, or wherever he was, on your way to Alaska? Please let me know. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? No. This is pre-coronavirus. I wanted to come up with a list of governmental agencies that we would have had to clear it by plus 4,500 people on the ship. Craziness. That was a good one. Here's a fun one, though. These both came within about 2 weeks of each other. At our swing event, Derby City Swing, our trophies are horse trophies. And we always order the trophies way ahead of time. So right after the event this year, we order them for next year. Well, I got the 5 boxes. I put them away. I didn't look at them. We get ready for the event. I open up the box. I pull out the first trophy. I go, oh, it got broken. I toss it down. I pick up the next one, and I look more closely, and it looks broken too because it doesn't have the whole horse. It just has the back half of the horse.
The horse rear.
The horse's rear. So we got 5 boxes of horse's rear trophies. And I've told this story before on a video. But we got an email about this. So last year we had an extra division. We had to give out trophies to a division we didn't plan on. So I was like, I got 5 boxes of trophies. We'll just change the plate on front of them, give them away. So we gave this division 3 places the horse's rear trophy. I'm going to say horse's ass because that's the way I really say it. Horse's ass trophies. Now, at the event, there was someone who didn't quite get in the top 3 of this division. And this particular guy had a really cool bow tie on, and I really like cool bow ties. And there was a feathered bow tie. My favorite color is red. It was black and red, so I complimented him. So afterwards, I get an email that says, this might be the most ridiculous email you ever receive. Little did she know we received the, would you pick us up on the cruise email just 2 weeks before. So previous to this would have been the most ridiculous email I received. And she wanted to trade the bow tie because the guy didn't like the bow tie and she just made him wear it in return for a horse's ass trophy. So I proudly, because I thought it was a good deal, I proudly had that thing stickered up with the Derby City Swing 2020 Best Bow Tie little placard and traded that thing out, and I now have a cool bow tie. So that's another ridiculous email. What are the ridiculous
Do we
emails?
still have the video of the horses race that we did?
Yeah, I have it on
Probably.
my phone.
We should post that for somebody.
Kathy says, anybody that says that you're a loser just because you're a dance teacher and make money, they're jealous because they probably have 2 left feet. Yeah. So here's the path. Here's the path of the professional dancer. When I dropped out of college to work for myself and then later became a dancer, I was a loser. Everyone, you're a loser. I remember being on a dance cruise. You're a loser. What are you doing with your life? Do you have a 401k? Yeah. And then that continued until I opened a studio, and then I was like, oh, I had a business again, so now it was okay. And now I'm a big kid. Now I have a business, and now people are like, oh, bless your heart, you do what you love for a living. So if you're watching, do what you love for a living. You'll never work a day in your life. That's not entirely true, but it's better than having a job that sucks. But yeah, that person was obviously not a supportive kind of person, so it didn't bother me. What's that?
Nothing.
She's watching the faces.
The faces. Yeah, we're watching our own faces on. So what's up with you, Miss Emily? Talk to me. What's going on in life?
Talk to me, Goose.
I love that movie. So we're just kind of, dealing with the coronavirus day by day. We did some cruise stuff today. We did the giveaway, which we're going to be doing tomorrow. We're awarding the winner tomorrow.
So if you missed it, we do all sorts of crazy stuff. We did a giveaway for $500 in private lessons with a dance teacher of your choice. So one lucky winner who entered the giveaway. I think we had well over 1,100 and something people that entered. And so tomorrow we will pull we'll do it live on video. We'll send out the video via email. So if you entered, you'll get an email that will reveal the winner. We'll video us. We have a little program that will pull the winner for us. And we will award $500 in private lessons. So the winner will tell us, this is the teacher that I want to take my lessons from. We'll cut a check to that teacher. And we'll also give the winner a free lifetime subscription to West Coast Swing Online, which will also include all of our country dance videos, which are coming soon. So that's pretty cool. We're trying to, even though we're just like everybody else going broke, there's no money flowing in for us either. But fortunately, our business is good, so we are going to be still doing that promotion. We'll award the winner tomorrow. We'll send an email out in the next couple of days.
Pay it forward.
Paying it forward. Dennis from Rochester says, thanks for all you're doing. And he says, thanks for keeping dancing in the forefront of our thoughts. Oh, this is funny. So Dennis also said he sees we're going to do some nightclub two-step coming up this week. So we've got a beginner and an intermediate nightclub two-step lesson on, is it Thursday?
I believe so.
Cool beans, on Thursday, so I'll be here for that. And he also said, by the way, the Dr. Pepper mess was cleaned up. If you guys missed it, I had an epic fail last night. We're teaching spins and turns for country two-step, and I like to take Coke cans and stack them on top of one another to explain my posture, right? My hip weight, my shoulder, my rib cage weight, my head. And then I like to say that you can take these, if you imagine 3 Coke cans stacked up, that they can twist and turn a little bit, but they have to stay stacked up because if they get a little bit off kilter, And at that moment, the Coke cans went flying, and one of them hit the ground and broke and spit.
Everywhere.
It's actually technically Diet Dr. Pepper, so Dennis was paying close attention. We got an email today about Diet Coke, but it was actually Diet Dr. Pepper, which is sad because that's your favorite.
I love all Dr. Pepper, but yeah, it is cleaned up. The floor is all good.
Not sticky.
Luckily, I know how to clean, so it's all good.
Yes, so it was an epic fail. I have a great photo of it. I wish I could show you. I'll share it in an email at some point. You want to read Dave's?
I can. Dave said, Miles Davis talked about others imitating him, Dizzy or Satchmo, and said, it takes a long time to learn how to sound like yourself. How should I copy the greats to learn how to dance like myself?
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
We just went real deep, Dave.
Ooh, I have a good answer, a very deep technical answer. It's called doobie 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 doo. They're gonna laugh. Amit Goswami, is that his name?
I figured you were gonna say.
Hang on a sec, I gotta look this up.
Yeah.
Dr. Amit Goswami. Goswami.
He is very adorable.
He's so cute.
He's a physicist and the author of the Self-Aware Universe. And so he talks about, and I'm going to make this practical to West Coast Swing. So the question was, how do I learn to copy others to become my own dancer? And so Dr. Goswami, I made Emily listen to this in the car once, and she fell asleep. But I think it's pretty fantastic.
I paid attention the first part.
It is. It's very mellow. It's good. His voice makes you want to go to sleep.
It's very soothing, so it makes you go to sleep.
Okay, so doobie doobie doo. So do, right? So do is do, copy, learn from other people, right? So you're going to try to copy people. If you became a carbon copy of the best West Coast swing dancer on the planet, congratulations. If you got the second in the world because you copied someone, fantastic, right? But then the question is, how do you find yourself within that? So do be. So then the be is take in all the information, the do. You copy, you learn, you whatever. And then you let it be. You just keep doing that. And out of that comes a ripple in the pond that's something that's uniquely your own, right? Because how you move is going to be different. How you interpret is going to be different. But you have to do first and learn from the others around us. And then you're going to be your own person. And I'm actually going to go a little bit of a different direction. I did jiu-jitsu for a long time, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I love mixed martial arts. And my coach is Helio Seneca. He was a world champion back in 1996. I'm about 5'9". Seneca's about 5'6", a little bit smaller than me, right? The best fighter in our city, professional fighter by the name of Brent Weidman. When Seneca moved here longer than 10 years ago. Oh, wow. Yeah, 15 years ago, he moved to Louisville. Brent said, look, I'm going to follow this crazy Brazilian guy exactly what he says. If he says, put the leg halfway up the thigh when I block this position, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to do exactly what he says, right? So he's doing what Seneca taught him. Now, Brent became the most successful guy in our town. By the rest of us go, Seneca's a little crazy, so I'm going to do it my own way because this guy's a crazy Brazilian. Brent did it exactly the way Seneca did. Now, fast forward 15 years, Seneca being crazy goes in a Brazilian accent, oh, Brent, you think you're a black belt and now you're a professional, you do your own way. And Brent said, look, Seneca, I'm 200 pounds and 6'1". I'm different than you. So my interpretations of your techniques are different, but I'm doing your stuff. I'm staying in the essence of what you taught me, but I've become a different person. So that is the best way. Do, be, do, be, do, be, do. Do you have any thoughts on how someone becomes their own dancer by copying the greats?
I think you covered it.
How about you?
Yeah, I mean, going along with what he said, we're all going to have different skill sets. So the Tatianas and the Victoria Hinks of the world are super athletic. Nicole Clonch, all of those people, super athletic. But then there are other people that can do what they do, but they have a different musical view to do them. So anyone who's athletic can do specific things. You can always learn from different styling, different tips, all of that stuff from everyone. But until you kind of make it your own, you do it enough times, it's not going to feel like you, if that makes sense.
It does. Keep talking.
So, for instance, I watched a lot of videos today because we're on lockdown, and so you got some time for that. And there are a lot of different things that I saw that I could do, but I would maybe do in a different way. Like I would scuff my leg in a different way, or I would, twist in a different way. So you can get ideas from some people, but until it kind of marinates in your own body and you do it enough with different leaders, different followers, you're not really going to make it your own, and it's not going to feel the most comfortable until you get to that point, in my opinion.
Keep going. You can talk. Don't you worry.
I know. I was.
Find anyone, someone.
Okay. So, yeah. New subject. YouTube, Facebook, shout out. Anybody who hasn't done their 32 choreography video, 32 count choreography video, send it in by tomorrow.
If you have trouble with...
Oh, yes. If you have trouble sending it
Can you
via...
explain what that is?
Yes. So Megan and I did a 32 count choreography video just for fun, but then we thought it would be super cool to kind of splice people together to the same song. So the song was Nice to Meet You by Megan Trainor, featuring Nicki Minaj. And we are having people send in their videos, leaders right side to the camera, followers left side to the camera.
Where can they find that video?
I'm gonna get there. So you can find it on Facebook or YouTube, West Coast Swing Online, that channel.
westcoastswingonline.com/live. Go to the choreography link. There you go.
You can also find it there. Yes, so send in your videos by tomorrow. We're gonna splice them all together. So if you don't have a partner, that's totally cool. We will partner you up with someone. If you do have a partner, send in your videos together, and we're gonna kind of put them in phrase by phrase. So it's just something fun to do.
Where are they sending them?
And you are sending them to, thank you, Megan, Facebook. You can send them Messenger, West Coast Swing Online, or if the file is not too big, you can also email them at brian@westcoastswing.com. westcoastswingonline.com? westcoastswingonline.com.
Brian at westcoastswingonline.com. Don't send me spam. I'm just kidding. Try to send me one of my favorite top 10 ridiculous emails. See if you can top
Oh,
the
yeah.
cruise ship guy.
Challenge round. And then Miss Megan has to deal with it.
It's all good. Let's see if there's any fun emails in that box. See if there's any good West Coast Swing Online emails. So you can send us emails. We reply to every single one. I can't wait till we're so big that we can't reply to every single one, because we still will. There's no new cool emails.
Look, we got one.
We did. We have one of the West Coast Swing choreography videos. So Bob needs a partner, because I've watched this video, and Bob's dancing in his garage, and so he needs a partner that's on the other side. So the way that the choreography was the leader was on this side of the frame, and so the entire video, the follower stays on that side. So even if it's a whip, the follower goes and ends up back on that side. So leaders can always stay right side of the camera, followers to the left side. It's a 32 count phrase. You can find it on YouTube under the choreography. Or you can go to West Coast Swing Online westcoastswingonline.com/live and see the replays to all of the live videos, including the choreography video. Are you guys going to follow up with that? Are you going to do another one?
Yeah, at some point. Oh, we're going to do a harder one. This one's pretty easy for the most part. We may do one that we don't splice together, but another 32 counts of choreography, just because one, I think it's fun to do like a phrase of things, so it gets you used to moving through a phrase together with a partner or not. And then it's just kind of something fun to do.
Good question. We had a couple questions all relative to the same thing. So someone said, do we have to dance to the whole song? So you don't need a partner for the challenge. No, Mona, you do not need a partner. There's a follower side and a leader side. You could do both because I know you. So, and for those of you guys who don't know, Mona, I'm going to brag on you, Mona, for just a second, because we were talking about you today. Mona was the first person, and correct me if I'm wrong, the first person to achieve Masters and Superstar status in the UCWDC. So for those of you guys who don't know, the UCWDC is the governing body, the main governing body of country dancing. And the top professional couples dance level is Masters, and the top professional line dance level is Superstars. And it is quite an accomplishment to achieve status in either one of those. Very, very few of us have ever made it to the top of both. And Mona, being the trendsetter she was, got there before anyone. And so congratulations to you, Mona, because I had that goal back in 2000. And I quit, and you made it. So congrats. You are an inspiration. So does not have to be the whole song. I'd say maybe a couple
of phrases.
A couple phrases would be good. A couple of phrases would be good. We can link it together. Bingo. Yes, so Mona says that is correct, and it's a little known fact. Yes, it is quite good. There's a few people who've actually won both. And yeah.
Small list.
Very small list. So who's won both?
Clive, Emily, Bernie.
Clive, Emily, Bernie.
I think that's it. And Mona.
No, won both.
Oh.
Won both.
Yeah, those three.
Clive, Emily.
Clive and Emily were
Oh,
the
and
first.
Satu.
Oh, and Satu. Oh.
Has
Clive
Satu won Worlds?
Yeah, they won last year.
Has she won Worlds and Superstars?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I don't know. What do I know?
Yes. Satu Kettleopper. Yeah, no, Clive and Emily were the first two to win Superstars and Masters in the same year. Together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so someone asked that they've noticed that some of the pros slowing down your dance, even though tempo is still moving at the same speed. So there are people, and we did a video on this. Is that out on? No. Dang. We've done a lot of videos that we've not released yet. A lot of videos. Like, I forget because we shot these a while. They're on lockdown.
Postponed while we're doing live videos.
So there is a video that will come out via probably YouTube. Now remember, I'm going to do a little video commercial if you want to support us. So our website, westcoastswingonline.com, you can go there, enter your email address, get 30 free videos but anyways, the full access membership gives you access to everything we've done. There's currently probably about 500 videos. Most of them are West Coast Swing related. They're broken down in 5 different levels. We are also building out all of the country and social dances. So we are currently in the works with two-step. We've got
I don't know how to fix it.
Fix what? Hang on, YouTube. Hang on, YouTube. We're coming back. It's coming back. All right, YouTube. We're still there. Our camera has died. We are replacing the battery in it. We see a door with an exit sign, but can you hear me? Miss Megan, can you type in there that we'll be right back? Yeah. Just type in there. Hang on, YouTube. We're coming back. This is what happens when we send our video guy home who's babysitting this.
He can talk to his mom.
Yep. He said he had to talk to his mom, and we support that. Just pop the battery in, dear. We're still here, though. Miss Emily is putting the video camera battery in, and we are... You saw it. We're on delay. We should be back in just a second.
You might have to do it on the computer. I don't know.
Yep, we can hear you. Yes, I can see Miss Emily. You can see Emily come back through the frame, and we are currently in the process. Miss Emily's in front of the camera. She's gonna pop up on our video here just a sec. Facebook, this is hilarious because we are. Yeah. So Mona asked on Facebook, where can you get the challenge? Give me just a second till we get our video stuff sorted out, and we will drop the link. This is not the exit time. Yeah, it looks like an exit. There's Emily in front of the computer. You look great on the screen, Emily.
Hey,
You look fantastic.
there it is.
So I'll drop the link. Facebook, we'll be back. It's not exit time. It's not exit time. I wish I could show you a video of what's going on behind here. Yeah, so we run the camera. Apparently the camera battery, we can shoot videos for a long time. Oh, wait. Oh, that's Facebook. Facebook's still up. Yeah. Hello, Kathy Osborne. We're back on. Hey, there we go. Okay. So we're back, kids. Super sorry. Where were we? Can you drop the video for Miss Mona on the line dance challenge, the choreography video you guys did? Sure. You can find it. You know where to find it. Bingo. It's going to be the other thing. So we should be back, YouTube. I apologize.
Sorry.
Yeah, we do put a lot of time and effort. Despite the tech glitches, we're trying to run 2 live feeds to 2 different things, which is why we got these goofy mics, and we can't just use one nice mic between us because we're running the mics to both. And we've got 2 cameras set up, and we've got a computer set up, and we sent Mr. Benjamin home. He's been nice enough to help us out here in shooting these videos every night, except for Sunday.
Because even God rests
Even God rests on Sunday.
Except for
Yep.
us, because we were shooting.
So fun stuff. Who's doing fun stuff? So does anyone? I talked to a dance teacher friend of mine who runs a studio down in Florida, and we're talking about like our businesses and what we're doing. And one of the advantages, if you're a positive-minded person, is that this gives us free time to spend on ourselves and to do those things like spring cleaning that we never get a chance to do. And for me, my niece and nephew from South Carolina are out of school for the whole month. And so they came, they've got some other family in town, so they're hanging out pretty close to where I live. And so I spent some time with them the other day. Did I miss a video? I missed a video last week because I was spending time with them. Shout out to, yeah, I missed a couple. And so tomorrow I'm taking my 15-year-old nephew, Jake, on a hiking trip. So we are gonna, 10 o'clock in the morning, we're gonna get dropped off on a trail that's about, I don't know, 45 minutes from here. And we're gonna hike, I think 18 miles over 2 days. And spend a night in the chilly cold, living off of the stuff in our backpack. So I'm pretty excited about that. I like that type of stuff. And that's the type of stuff that I like to do. And of course, the pace of the dance world and weekend events usually takes us away from that. So yeah, I would be just getting back from a trip, or just getting back from, because it was Kathy's event. That should have been this past weekend, and we might have been in Calgary next weekend, and so we're lucky to be able to have a few little free time. Yeah, what are you looking forward to?
That still hasn't changed on there. It's delayed, isn't it?
Nope, that's back to the...
All right. I'm looking forward to more videos, because that's like the highlight of my day. These mics just clipped off. I think that works.
I don't actually know how to change that, to be honest.
I will change it.
All right, our last stab, gang, I apologize. Back to the exit door. Again, looking at the exit door.
It's a nice exercise.
So, yeah, what are you guys looking forward to? Let's be positive. What's the positive of, obviously the negative, we're on lockdown and we can't do all that crazy stuff. But for me, positive is I've been able to go out in the park quite a bit. I do not socially gather. One of the things that I find fun about the park is that when I'm running down the trails in the park, usually people stay in my way, but now they're paranoid about 6 feet of space. So anytime they hear me coming up, they scatter off. So I have a free run on the on the trail. So I enjoy that.
We're watching ourselves. Well,
We're watching. Yeah, we're back.
Change the.
Cool beans. Thanks, Miss Emily.
You're welcome.
So what is everyone else looking forward to with their downtime? If we're positive, what's going on that's good? Anyone? We're going to refresh this because sometimes the comments don't pop up quite.
Who is
We are back.
actually spring cleaning? I want to know.
We're going to be spring cleaning here at Dance Louisville. You guys just don't know.
Oh, I figured.
Yep.
Lots of laundry. I'm doing lots of laundry.
I've not done a
Wash
ton of
sheets
laundry.
today.
Like I said, this is the highlight of my day. And then walking Brim. That's about it.
Brim is.
My puppy. The puppy. Brimley. If you have been to Derby City Swing or Nulu Open, you have seen him behind registration with his bow tie.
He's a good little dog. What are your dogs' names?
Taz and Patch. I didn't name Patch. And really, Taz's name is Tazzy, for like Tasmanian devil, because he runs around like a Tasmanian devil. So.
But Patch is appropriately named. Doesn't he have little patches over his eyes?
Yeah.
He's cute.
But
It's not
really, they should have been named Thor and Loki because it's totally their personalities. We just didn't think of it in time.
I don't even know what that means.
Brian doesn't know any of that.
I don't watch any TV. I don't watch any movies. I'm super out of touch. I've ripped face.
Hasn't even seen The Sandlot.
I haven't either.
Yeah, but you're not a baseball fan. You're killing me, Smalls.
I know that one. Someone I didn't like used to say that, so that's why I just, that is a bad.
I have a shirt that says it. So.
Kathy says she's spending time with her doggy like Miss Megan.
And me. But that's cool.
And Miss Emily.
It's cool.
Lots of doggy time.
Spring cleaning and practice. I have not practiced dancing. I danced every single day of my life.
Need to practice.
You go, Deborah.
I think I went from 1997 when I started until pretty recently, maybe this past year. I think the longest span that I ever went without dancing was, I think, 9 days on a hiking trip. And that was only once, up until this past year. So I'm happy to not have to dance. Kathy said we had a tornado here a couple of days ago. I had forced cleaning out of a closet since I pulled things out of the bottom so I could sit in it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we saw that storm come in a couple of days ago, and it literally, can you hold this for me?
Yeah.
Like, I looked on the map. It's the jet stream goes the other way for you guys, but this is the way I saw it. Like, there was literally the crush of nasty storm and us, right? And so I sent a screenshot to everyone, my mom and all these guys and everyone. I was like, watch out. My buddy who's an Uber driver was like, don't go out, we're about to get crushed. And then 10 minutes later, I looked up, and the map looked like this, and we were right in the middle of it, and the storm just slid away, and literally all we got, the storm that produced the, hello, Jennifer.
Couple minutes of rain.
Yeah, all we got
Jen?
was a couple minutes of rain, and you got a tornado. F2, she said. F2. The hiking trail, since Jen is here, the hiking trail we're going on had an F4 tornado come through in March of 2012 and ripped it apart. It's all grown back over, but, and then I was in an F1. I can't remember, 2008. There was an F1 that came through Louisville. I left the studio. It was sometime in the winter, January, February. Unseasonably warm. It was like 50 degrees. I remember stepping outside, and I didn't really have to put on my winter coat. And so I was out a little bit early, so I was like, I'm going to go get a bite to eat. I went down the main drag, Shelbyville Road, if you've been to Louisville. And in the span of 3 lights, the first light I was stopped, and I remember looking to my left and seeing some lightning. I remember thinking it was going to storm. By the second light, there was like wind and crazy storm. By the third light, the wind was blowing me off the road to the right. So I cut into the left. I pulled up against a Frisch's Big Boy. Oh, I think your mom worked.
Big boy? Yeah, for a while.
And I pulled up against the building, and then it was like the movie Twister where everything goes sideways. So I'm up against the building, so all I can see is the stuff flying sideways. And I got down in the floorboard of my car, and I had the thought, oh my God, I'm going to die. And the last thing I saw was petrified people through the window of Frisch's Big Boy. And I'm on the floorboard of my car, and I was like, am I going to die on the floorboard of my car at Frisch's Big Boy?
Luckily, he did not.
And we did not. Nope. It did blow out the roof off a couple buildings, and it knocked down a big 40-foot billboard that landed about 20 feet behind my car. I didn't even notice till we cleaned it all up, but that was my tornado experience.
Oh my God. What's Little Dale?
Or reading on YouTube.
The lady with the glasses clicking. Huh?
I don't know. Are we being spammed?
It kind of looks that way.
We might be being spammed. We might be being spammed on YouTube.
Definitely spammed.
Slog you into next week. Lad, I'll have you. Right, you want beef, lad. Shut up, J. Penny. For the boys.
Penny, but it's okay.
Yeah, we might be
Take
spammed.
a shot. What's up?
On that note, any other final questions, kids, before we take off and we go home and I get ready for my hiking trip? No. Cool. So what do we have coming up? Where's our live feed schedule? Let me look up.
No,
Let me look up the live feed.
I don't know. Just go back.
So live feed schedule coming up tomorrow night. I will not be here, but the girls have how to apply your anchor step styling to your West Coast swing pattern. So it's like a version 2.0 of last week's class.
Yes. So last week when we did the styling, the anchor styling and what else? Footwork class, a lot of us asked to do the anchor steps to actual patterns or apply it to actual patterns. So that is what we're going to do tomorrow. And then we have an intermediate West Coast class. Thursday we have beginner and intermediate night club. And then Friday we have More West Coast swing stuff. So styling for West Coast swing, body isolations, and movement. We're going to do that first. And then spins and turns for West Coast. Saturday, we have 10 whips you need to know for West Coast swing. So stick around or come back for that. And then Q&A again with all of us because it's Saturday Night Hangout.
And then other fun things that we have finished. We just finished, I'm going to drop a link to this in the descriptions. We just finished our West Coast Swing Musicality 2.0, version 2.0. So we did a musicality course called The Ultimate Guide to Musicality several years ago. And over the past couple of years, we have literally had hundreds, if not thousands, of people go through that course. And so we learned in detail what people's struggles were, and we figured out there's 3 buckets. Number one, the people who are struggling to stay on time, so it's really kind of a timing thing, and the patterns get away from them. They're really struggling to connect to the music to keep dancing functionally as a social dancer. That was like the first bucket, probably the biggest one. Then the second one was people that, and we've taught a lot of these people that we've met over the years traveling around, who've watched all of our videos, understand the concepts, and they were struggling to really connect to the music. So they were good social dancers, they were on time, everything was comfortable, and they understood about musicality, but they were struggling really making the connection. So I kind of call it our secret of counting straight eights. And so we have a system that walks you through that, because we were meeting people that got the concept and they were intellectual enough to even explain it to me with my own jokes in the description, but they were still struggling connecting the dots. And then we would teach them in private lessons when we meet them. And through that process, we figured out a way to walk you through step by step how to really connect to the music. And then, of course, that keeps going deeper into the people that really want to master the music and uncover the skeleton and phrasing and accents and how do I use my patterns and how do I mathematically figure that out. So the third section really digs into that. So on that note, do you have anything to say about the music? You saw the whole thing.
Yes, I videoed the whole thing. It is a very well put together kind of step-by-step process of getting better acquainted with musicality and counting music and being able to map the music. So whether you're doing choreography or just want to get better acquainted with music itself, that is...
We're getting spammed on.
That's crazy. I've never seen that. It is a fantastic course. I'm not just saying that because I videoed it and because Brian's sitting right next to me. It's super thorough, and if you are having trouble, it will help pretty much anyone at any part of their musicality journey.
Yeah, it's super cool. I was super excited about that. So we have some ultimate guides. You can find them on the website on the bottom page. So if you go to westcoastswingonline.com, scroll to the footer into the course section. They are on sale this week. We've got the ultimate guide to ladies styling or follower styling, the ultimate guide to leaders styling. So from the leader's perspective, we have the ultimate guide for beginners, which you guys don't know, I'm contemplating putting that on super sale. So the courses are usually $159 because they literally are step-by-step courses of 20 videos walking you through step-by-step. But I'm thinking about offering the beginner one up to everyone for free. I don't know. We'll talk about that. So, crazy. Yeah, and then we have the same thing for spins and turns where we walk through step-by-step all the spins and turns you need as a social dancer. It applies for two-step as well, and even up to the one-footed spins and all that stuff. It's all included in the course. So if you don't have any questions, kids, we're going to hop out, get ready for the day, and can you shout out to my dad, Phil McCracken? Please, I love you guys. Shout out to Phil McCracken. We're totally being spammed on YouTube. This is hilarious.
This is crazy.
We're totally being spammed on YouTube. I love you guys. I love taught guys is what it actually says. 2.0. So someone's actually listening. Ultimate guide.
Is that for real?
Ultimate guide to musicality 2.0. So you're listening.
Or it's spam.
I think it's people drinking far more bourbon. So love you guys. Keep up to date. westcoastswingonline.com/live. That's our live class schedule. We have 2 to 3 classes each night for the rest of the week, with the exception of Sunday. I will be missing tomorrow because I will be sleeping in a tent right about now tomorrow. So love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you. Kick the camera out. We'll see you on a dance floor again in 30 days when the lockdown of the coronavirus is over. Bye, guys.